Hello everybody, my name is Anirudh Hosur. I study in Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai campus, and I have finished my third year, in fact, a week ago. So, I first of all, I hope you all are doing well during this pandemic. Coronavirus has affected our lives in many ways, and I hope you're doing well. So this is an internship I did along with Smart Interns. So let me. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I did this internship and what my project was and how I carried it out and how I've implemented things in this project. So predicting life expectancy using machine learning. So now let me tell you what this is about. So it's written here. It's typically a regression machine learning project, and let me show you the data set. So this is how it looks. So it has a lot of columns. It has a lot of columns and not a lot of columns, a lot of rows and about 20-21 columns. So country, year, status, and some other factors. And in the end, uh, here's the dependent variable, and here are the independent variables. And here in the end, we will get the prediction of the average life you can expect from a human being in that country. So here it says that people staying in Afghanistan will live for about 65 years, average life, which is quite good. Okay, I'm no one to judge. Okay, so here now, so how this works is we've done this using IBM Cloud. So IBM Cloud is a it's an amazing platform where you can actually implement your project. So so here what I did is the most simple thing here is 1 minute, yeah. So there is Node-RED. So Node-RED is going to act like the front user interface, and IBM Watson Studio. This is going to be the backend. So you're going to write your code and all your machine learning model, everything will be in this backend over here. I'll get to the code. Just and here is the front end where you will design your user interface. So that's how this thing is going to work out. So now let me so here's the resource list, and as you can see in the apps, Node-RED, I called it life because the project is life expectancy, that's why. And so here you'll get your Watson Studio. So by clicking on that, I'll come here only. So let me show that to you. So I click on that, and amazing platform IBM Cloud, like it really helps out integrating your front end and back end. So here access in Watson Studio. So let me close this. There are already a lot of tabs here, that's why. And here you can see I've done. So this is the project, some other services, etc. Here's the project, and life expectancy, it's a predictive model. So um, so this is how IBM Watson Studio looks like, and some other stuff which I have done. So that's later. So here I'll just close this. So this is my code. So simple code. So first I'll import all the libraries and important things, and then I'll import the dataset. The dataset which I had showed it here. Yeah, that dataset that is here. So this dataset is huge, and you can see there are two categorical variables, country and status, and the rest are numerical variables. So the dataset gets confusing, and it gets slightly difficult to implement machine learning when there are categorical variables. So one hot encoding will help, and you can convert them into numerical variables, but we'll drop the country column, because there are a lot of countries. I think there are 180 countries all around the world, and it gets really messy. So I have dropped the country column. Let's not worry about the accuracy. I'll show you how accurately I predicted that part. So I dropped the country column, and here's the rest of it. And this is like Jupyter Notebook itself in that Anaconda IDE. It's pretty amazing. Okay, now here, so what is happening is there are some missing values in the data. I, uh, this is kind of small. I can't really. See, we got one missing value here. So here also, see here, and oh my God, look at that. So we have a lot of missing values. So to take care of that, what we are going to do is we'll drop off those. Sorry, excuse me. So to take care of the missing values, we'll drop off that entire row. It's not required. It's going to affect our accuracy, it's going to affect our predictive model, and in the end, it won't be helpful. So now here is the code for one hot encoding, and you can see now status developing. So 1 is for those countries which are developing right now, and 0 is for those countries which have already been developed. So after one hot encoding the status development column, we get that. Now, now we'll divide the data set into dependent and independent variables. So here it's pretty straightforward. So what will happen is y will be the life expectancy column, and x will be everything else over there. Um, yeah. Now where would we, yeah. So after dividing the data set, I'll scroll down. Oh God, this is a lot. Yeah. So now we're going to implement our regression. So we're going to start off with simple linear regression. Fitting the simple linear regression and then predicting out. Here you can see we have taken four scales of measures: MAE, MSE, RMSE, and R2 score. And R2 score gives us 85% accuracy, which is quite good. Now we'll go for decision trees, and decision tree similarly gives us 91%, which is even better. And now finally we'll go for random forest, which gives us 96%, and that is amazing. 96% accuracy is amazing. I'm really proud of that. So now the Watson Studio. So this is the backend. Until 96% over here, it's backend. Until before line 49, which is basically line 48, that was our machine learning model. Really simple. Now we have to connect our backend with the Node-RED frontend. So to do that, IBM Watson Studio has provided us with this Watson machine learning client. So this entire package, what it does is it creates these WML credentials. So let me show you where you can find these WML credentials. Let's go to machine learning life under services itself, and here service credentials, and it's one of them. So here you can see API key, IAM API description, etc., etc., instance ID, URL. So so you have to paste those service credentials here, because in this service credential, along with this service credential, we have accessed our Watson Studio. So, and by the way, these service credentials over here, they'll also come in handy when we are taking care of Node-RED. So you see how amazingly they are interconnected, and because so basically the service credentials here connects the IBM Watson backend and the Node-RED frontend. So here client is there. So the client will be the WML credentials, and so I can't show you the rest stuff, and in the end, because it's confidential, I can't. It's okay, I showed it, it's all right now. So here deploy is successful, and we receive the scoring endpoint. So this scoring endpoint here will be used in Node-RED. So this one, the scoring endpoint, we'll just have to copy it and paste it when we are creating the Node-RED front end over here. And then what happens is it will connect the back end with the front end. Now they are connected. Now we'll come to Node-RED, and now we'll create the front end so that we can come up with the user interface. So this is how the user interface looks like, and so really simple, just JSON coding. And so this is the home page. These are all our independent variables, which I've written them down here. So these are going to be the input buttons, and I just want to say that developing is 1 and developed is 0. I mentioned that previously. And excuse me. So now here, so I'm going to globally set all these variables, and here API key. This is the service credential over here. Same API key, same API key, same API key. See, that's how it connects. And then HTTP request. So here, uh, it's gonna. So this is common for everyone. So this is the URL of the node, right? And so here, variable instance ID, variable instance ID. So all three are same again. This just helps out in connecting. Here are all our variables, independent variables, and these are our what do you say? These are our independent variables here, and with the values. And these values A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way till T is what we have here in our home page. A, B, C, D, all the way till T. So HTTP request. Now here, so you see the URL over here, this URL. This is basically the scoring endpoint which we received in the end over here. So that's all it is. So now this makes sure that yes, this makes sure that the front end is connected to the back end. So that's all that is. And now, yeah, so here. So this part says that the output which we shall get. So until here, until HTTP request, front end back end is connected. Machine learning model has come towards the user interface. So back end and front end, they are connected. So this just says that the output is stored in the 00 values, and here we'll get the prediction done. So once you deploy all this, so you see that deploy button over there. So that's where you deploy all this. After deploying, this is what you get. So this is the home page. Now let me show you another amazing thing. So I'll go here, access in Watson Studio, and now we're going to test our machine learning model. Okay, how it's turned out, how stuff has turned out. So let me go to my project, and after that, let me take you to my deployments. So this is my deployment. Deployment is basically, after you receive the scoring endpoint, you have deployed it successfully. So now let's test it. So this I have already done it here. It takes a lot of time. You have to be really precise. So this is the JSON code with the fields, status developing year, adult mortality, etc., etc. All these factors. And after that, we come here. And here you can input the values. So what I have done is, I have taken the top ones here. That's all. So Afghanistan year 2015 developing all the way till 10.1 schooling. So here we have received. So this is important. So here we have received the life expectancy of 65 years. But when you check it out here, and once you predict it, you get 63.744. Where is that 2.3 2.26 gone? Where is that remaining gone? Well, that's because our model, I'll just close this old one. That's because our model has got only, not only, that's quite good actually, 96%. So if I were to use the decision tree, I would have gotten some other value. I would have received some other value. Where is it? Here. But 63 is telling us that with an accuracy of 96%, which I have got from random forest, 96%, this is the best it can do, and this is the best output we can receive. So it's that simple. Now, where have I done all this? I have done all this in the IBM Watson Studio. I'm just testing the back end. Now let me test the front end. So while testing the front end, I've received the same thing, 63.744, 63.74. Can you see it? Like, it's the same thing. And that shows that I've successfully done this. So, okay, here it's not India actually, it's Afghanistan itself. Afghanistan, yeah. So the country column. So remember I told you that I had dropped the country column while doing the code. Well, so I have, but The project itself is about life expectancy, predicting the life expectancy in that particular country. So, so the country column deserves to stay here, and so it's just that you can see these stars next to these other status developing star, year, star. So they are important. They need to be filled. If you don't fill them, you won't get the output. But country doesn't have that. So I just put the country um, here. Let me show you. I just put it like that. It's not compulsory to fill it. I haven't required this thing over here. Rest all are required, but the country isn't required. So that's what that says. So machine learning model and developing country is 1 and developed country is 0, and front and back end both are connected successfully, and we get 63.744 as the output. And so that's all. That's my project. That's how I did it using IBM Watson. Amazing platform. And so this is Anirudh Hasur. I study in Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai campus, and that's all. I hope you guys are also doing something productive with your life right now. I mean, pandemic whew, caused a lot of problems anyways. So yeah, that's all. This is Anirudh Hosur signing off. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.